Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I'm going to paint some African violets. I found a reference photo on pixabay.com. I'll link it in this video's description. Isn't that pretty? I like the blue, so I want to do the blue, and I want to do a colorful painting. I'm going to use primary colors. I'm going to also use the photo as a traceable. I've cropped it, but it crops the blue out. So I want to remember to put that in there. I've got a 5" by 5" cradled wood panel. This one's 3/4 of an inch thick. I've put clear gesso on it. Okay guys, let's have some fun. Let's set the table. So I've got a 5" by 5" cradled wood panel. Oh, I said this in the beginning, 3/4 inch deep. I like the colors, but it's doing, so I put clear gesso on it, but it was much harder to paint. It's a different brand. I'm not gonna say the brand because it could just be, this is a palette that I used for another painting. It could be my paints are old, but I've never really had this feel before, and I don't know how to describe it. Kind of sliding. Normally the first coat soaks in a little more. It's just acting kind of weird. Not blending very well. I'm painting 2 at a time. Oops, I just stuck my finger on a wet. Hang on, oh shoot, I stuck my finger on another. Well, here, I'll just show you. All right, so what I wanted to show you, I patch up where it's just sliding weird and not soaking into the panel either. It's behaving odd. And then this one, I don't know if you can see it. You can see it in the dry brush. There's a pattern on the wood panel that's showing up. Now, I don't mind that, but I can also, I don't know if you can see it if I turn it. It's also coming through there. So this one will photograph better. It's almost like a linen canvas panel texture, which I don't particularly care for. These aren't from US Art Supply, but I like those much better. Okay, so I'm using all Liquitex paint. I'm getting paint on everything. Here, as long as I've got this in my hand. This is a 3/4 inch flat brush from Royal and Langnickel. It's quite, oh, you can almost see the words. It's very loved. It came in a pack of like 4 or 5 brushes. I'm using that for the background. My palette, I'm gonna try and wipe off my hands. I'm using primary yellow. Here, I'll just kind of flash it. There we go, primary yellow. Quinacridone Magenta. Phthalo blue green shade. It's the only heavy body that I'm using. Titanium white and Mars black. The rest of the colors I've mixed. So to get a brown, I almost always use like some sort of an orange and put a little black in it. If you want it, I've said this before, but I always get new people. If you want it rustier, put more quinacridone in it. If you want it more yellow, put more, yellow in it. Purple is a lot of quinacridone and just a pinch of phthalo blue. Phthalo blue and black are really strong colors. And then phthalo blue, some yellow and some white gives you an aqua color. Okay guys, I'm gonna let this sit. Like, I don't know why this still looks shiny. It's like it's not, it's dry to the touch, but it shouldn't look shiny. Something's going on. Okay guys, I'll be back in a bit. Just a couple of comments. I don't think I mentioned, this is a palette I was using for, some tulip paintings, some daisy paintings, and so I'm just using it for the violets. And I thought I might go more colorful, but my background's quite colorful. So I mixed a warm green. So actually that's cad yellow. I should have put out primary yellow. But yellow, just a pinch of phthalo blue-green shade, a little bit of black, just to warm it up, mute it down. And then what I really like is the fold in the leaves. I emphasized it a lot more than the reference photo. So this fold is this, but I made it much more contrast, or I have much more contrast in it. But this is actually the background coming through, which I like. I painted a little purple, a little blue. I don't know if you can see it. Here, we'll do a close-up. So I've got a lot of colors on this palette I'm not using. Right now I'm using the greens, the browns, some black, this light yellow green. So I took this color, added some yellow and some white. The purple, I think that's about it. I'm not using, I did mix more of this color, but I was gonna use it in leaves, but I don't think I want to. I'm keeping the leaves warmer than the background. Okay, let's get it up close so you can see it a little better. I don't know if that's sort of straight. I like painting on the darker, it's not like black, but darker background. I like the drama. I'm using, I think that's bigger than a 1/4 inch, maybe a 3/8 inch flat brush. It's a craft brush, I don't know. I think I got it at Michael's in a pack. And I'm using this little round brush I got from US Art Supply. It has a little number 1 on it, but it's really just little. Okay, I just wanted to pop in. This is going pretty fast. I'm not sure how fast the petals will go. But I'm really liking the drama and the leaves, and like I didn't, like there is, I don't know if you can like, if you can see like the, I said it again, it's black right here. It'll dry, so it's wet, it looks darker. And then I just painted some dark color back in here. Just saying, oh, there's leaves or something back in there. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a bit. I'm calling it done. I really like this. The background made me nervous. Here's, I'm gonna paint another one. Here's a very similar background. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, too strong, too busy, you know, just worried. But one thing I knew that would work in my favor is the whites come forward, warmer colors can come forward, even though this is warm. And actually this is cooler. It's darker, this is a little lighter, you know, so value does the work, color gets the credit. I really like, let's see. It was quite simple. It was pretty easy. I mean, I just painted petal shapes that I traced. I traced the photo, printed it out to scale. And I was originally gonna leave some of these petals out in the behind this flower, but I kind of like it. And then I get, here, let's find something to point with. I get some pretty soft edges where you don't see much value change. Even though it's a hard edge, there's you can see where the blue and the purple starts and stops. It's also, or here too, it's a soft edge because the values are similar. This is just slightly lighter than the background color. So I think that's fun. I did pop in a little aqua color here, there, smeared a little there, and then I did put some here. It doesn't look that aqua. Some there, And I put some here, but with the red behind it, it goes more kind of green and dark. Okay, I think, oh, you know what? I forgot. I don't know if I need it. Like I have this little stem. Maybe I'll make it orange. I don't know what that is. It's a little part of the center of the flower. I could put one in over there, but I don't know if I really need it. Okay, let's do a screenshot. And I believe I mentioned this before, you don't have to talk about every leaf. I really didn't talk a lot about these petals. When I say talk about, more detail, less detail, more detail. Like in these. Oh, and the other thing that I did on purpose, I don't know if it needs it. A lot more white here and barely any white over here. Because this guy's kind of hugging this, he goes off the edge. I almost see it looking like up this way. So then the white pulls you more over here, keeps you more in the painting. Okay, stuff I think about, guys. Okay, is that fairly square? I linked the reference photo in this video's description. It goes a little bit over on the side here, I suppose this way. Really, just the background goes over. And I didn't talk a ton about, or I didn't put a bunch of detail in with the leaves. And same on the bottom. I carried the color over, but I didn't. Even some of the blues coming through, I didn't worry about too much detail there. All right, that was a lot of fun. I don't know how long it took. It took me a couple days to paint, maybe 2 afternoons. So maybe, you know, just because I used a really little brush for a lot of it, I could have went with a bigger brush too. I think maybe it took me 3.5 hours to paint it. Okay, guys, I super appreciate your support. It's so fun to hang out with you. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.